All right, here with Levi Phalin of the Independence Patriots. Levi made I think it was your first start against Brooke County the other night. Talk about that. That must have been I know you had to wait an hour and 15 minutes longer than you thought you would. That must have been a pretty big thrill for you.
Oh yeah, I was just hyped to be in there finally. Been waiting a year. Finally got in there.
What do you think got you into the lineup?
It's really just put in the off-season work. I mean, me and my brother, we've been working, and then my oldest brother, he's been helping us out.
Now, your oldest brother was a record-setting quarterback here.
Yes,
I talked to your the middle brother. I just talked to Landon. He said he had no desire to ever play quarterback like Logan. You feel the same way?
I mean, it's a little bit better than no line, but it's all good. It's cool.
You think quarterback is better than the other?
I like quarterback.
Yeah. Would you like to do that? I mean, is that something you ever, like I would like to be like my brother. He was a record-setting a quarterback. Did you want to be like him?
I do, but I don't know if I can. I couldn't do it.
The skill set a little bit more suited to the O-line.
I would want to do it.
John told me that you guys, it's hard to keep you and your brother, and it was hard the same way. He said Logan wanted to practice with the varsity when he was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
He said it's hard to keep you guys out of the weight room. Where does that desire to be in the weight room come from?
Honestly, it just started from Logan. I just learned off of him. Then Landon was right behind him, and then I just followed both of them. Helped me a lot.
You're like I said, he was a record-setting quarterback here. What do you remember about his career, specifically Wheeling? I mean, it was a tough loss. They had Fairmont. They had some shots there at the end. Didn't work out. What do you remember about his career?
Honestly, my favorite memory of him was defense on his junior year and against Middle and Trail his senior year. He had a pretty good game.
So you more remember him for the defensive things he did, which I think Landon was kind of saying the same. He was probably on a team that had great linebackers. He was one of the better ones. Couldn't play him that much that senior year because he got injured early on. When you guys are like all together, does Landon give you all the business about having that ring?
I mean, yeah. Logan's very disappointed sometimes, but
I asked Landon about what he remembers from that championship game. He remembers how sad Logan was. What do you remember from that game?
Man, I just remember me and all of us just gathering around and giving Logan a hug. Very sad.
But I would assume the next year when your brother was he was on the team, and they had a stacked team that year.
Yeah.
Were you able to get to that game?
I was at every game that year.
What do you remember about them winning it, and that has inspired you in the offseason to try to maybe do the same thing?
Really, just all the linemen. They just took control of everything. I mean, I feel like them and Judah, they just all had such a great game.
That line was probably the best I've ever seen in 35 years of doing this. And another one, Grog's Hogs out Miami East was another one in 99. But do you think this is a line that can get to where the likes of or was that line just so special that you just want to do your own thing not try to emulate what they did?
Yeah, I think we're going to do our own thing, but I do think we could live up to that potential.
Who has helped you the most going into the last week's practice? I don't know if you knew you were starting the whole week. I assumed that you did.
Yeah.
Who helped you the most getting prepared for that?
Really, Kentucky. Alan Dixon, I think he helped me a lot. He just, whenever I needed help, he was there. And Jarris Workman.
So those are guys that kind of took you under your wing, and it's kind of cool that your brother, your middle brother, Landon, is a linebacker. Well, your brother was Logan was too. He was a quarterback, and you're a lineman. So you guys have all the aspects of an offense covered there. Don't you? He's a tight end, you're a lineman, and you got the quarterback. And you guys ever thought about being a running back?
I think Landon could do it. Honestly, I think he got stuff.
He says he's probably not too. He uses the catch from your brother. Go ahead and catch. Being a lineman, you feel. And I think Logan might have been a lineman a long time ago.
All of us was. It was all.
So one time you guys were all linemen.
Yep.
How does that help you? I think you're probably the biggest brother right now. Right?
Oh yeah. They just guided me through and helped me. Like Landon, he was center whenever he was a lineman, and I just followed off after him.
Did you guys play alongside each other?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We used to, yeah.
With Garden and I mean, obviously Logan was a little older, so you probably didn't play with him. But did you learn anything that you can take forward from him to help you, you know, maybe prep for getting to when you get to the playoffs to make a long run?
Yeah, I think he would just help me all the way through.
Brooke County, you guys got the shutout defensively, put up enough points to win. What was that trip like? And just, you know, especially coming on the heels of what happened at Herbert Hoover.
Yeah, it was just a long ride, and we was just how Hoover, we had to wait a while. I think we was ready whenever we had to wait a while for the next game against Brooke. I think we was just ready for it.
Yeah. Levi, I appreciate your time, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.